You know, about 2 months ago, I was in Junction and I bought a bag of Amish popcorn.
Amish popcorn?
Yeah, very rare.
Yeah.
There was only one bag. It was very cold that day. I bought that popcorn. I came back to the office. I told people what happened. It was almost a disaster.
How so?
I put that popcorn on the floorboard, the passenger side of the car. I proceeded back home. I had the heater up full blast, and that popcorn started popping.
That's the car you traded off, because part of that was that intense heat came out on that floorboard.
It came out on the floorboard, and it ruined the computer on the car, and I had popcorn everywhere. Popcorn, it got so bad it got under my throttle, foot feed, and I couldn't push the foot feed down, so I'm only going 5 miles an hour on interstate. I had to pull over.
Oh, I wonder you didn't get ran over.
I know, but I was moving this popcorn to the back of the car, you know, and it just kept going bigger and bigger, and pretty soon the windshield was covered. And I did make it home, and I got one of those big containers of salt. It was Morton sea salt. It's better for you. And I salted all the popcorn.
In the car?
In the car. And it was pretty good snacks for about 2 months until it messed up the computer and everything in the car, and so I had to get going. Fortunately, and this is the good fortune, one kernel of popcorn did not pop. It was under the floor mat. I saved it. And today, for you folks, I'm going to pop it. And this is the kernel.
That?
Don't anybody move. Why didn't you catch it?
I didn't know you were dropping it. Where'd it go?
I didn't intend it. Don't move.
Remember, you had knee surgery and hip surgery.
But I can't lose that kernel of popcorn.
You're going to get that piece of pop. Why don't you just let it go?
Because it's the only kernel in existence. Don't move.
We're doing a cooking show here. Why don't you
don't
just
move.
All right. It didn't hit my foot. I would have felt it.
Would you look at this?
Did you find it?
No, Arts and Mary's potato chip.
Well, Arts and Mary's fantastic potato chip.
Here.
You're eating one of them.
No, I just took a bite of that.
Well, there's the Arts and Mary's potato chip.
Well, the kernel is gone.
Well, why don't you get up here? We're shooting the show. We're doing Patsy Terrell's. She's not going to want to come on this show with us. You realize that? You going to make it?
Yes, I'm going to make it.
You shouldn't have got down there. You just had hip replacement.
I'm going to find that during the break.
Well, we'll get it. We'll get it. I'm sure the people watching this will be ready for the break when we are. You okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so if I understand this right, this popcorn's popping in here. You couldn't get the window down on the car to be able to let any of this fly on out. You all right?
Yes, I'm all right. It just got hot here. Go ahead.
And so that you couldn't get rid of any of the popcorn popping on out of it. And so it almost caused you to have an accident. You're going 5 miles an hour down the interstate. No, I'm not. I don't think I'll eat the chip, but thanks. I love Arts and Mary's chips. Matter of fact, here's the Arts and Mary's chips. This is the original thick and crunchy. And if you haven't had the Arts and Mary's chips, ask in your grocery store for the Arts and Mary's chips. Leave it alone. Leave that chip alone. There. And if you haven't had the Arts and Mary's chips, try them. They've got wonderful chips, all types of chips. They make a jalapeno chip that's really hot, really good. Two brothers own that company. They work really hard and great people. What are you looking for now?
I'm going to pop that. When I find that kernel, I'm going to pop it.
Well, we're going to do it over the break? And if you find the kernel? Or
yeah, we'll do it over the break.
Okay. All right. Are you leaving the set?
No, I'm just going to get the popcorn popper. You folks understand, we do have to do some of these things now and then, but this is the popcorn popper I'm going to use.
Why, that'll handle a big kernel.
Well, yeah.
Where did you get this? From the deli?
No, I had this for a long time.
So you brought it in today for the...
Yeah.
For the...
I haven't used it now to do that.
Well, okay.
Anything else you want to know?
Well, I don't know. That was a lot. I'm not sure how this ties together with Patsy Terrell's recipe about the popcorn and the popper, or how that segment about the Amish, is that what you said?
It's Amish popcorn. It cost me an automobile.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's right. It did. It burned out your computer and the whole
Yeah.
thing. You almost had a wreck.
Yep.
I can imagine you going down the interstate at 5 miles an hour and the people passing you, horns honking, no doubt.
Oh, yeah. And then when I stopped and got out, I opened the door, of course, and here cars go by and popcorn's flying across
out.
2 lanes of I-70.
Oh, my.
That was awful.
Well, thank goodness highway patrolman didn't come on along.
They
You know,
probably
back in the old days, would have been Nate Sparks would have come by and caught you.
Yeah, I would have had to feed him.
Yeah, you'd have had to give Nate some.
Fortunately, I had the
some of
popcorn, there.
Wow.
Oh, well.
Well, all right. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to take a little break. When we come back from break, we'll see if Roger has found that one kernel and be able to pop it. You looked all over the floor, so we'll see if he's found it and be able to pop it, and we will get Patsy Terrell's recipe out and brought together, and we'll see how it tastes. Thanks for watching.